friends, hi crocheters, how are you? I'm Mary of Mary Stories. I live in Greece and today I want to talk to you about my yarn stash. I believe each one of you has a yarn stash full of yarns. And recently I bought yarns from Love Crochet Com, which is an address I found lately, and I'm so excited about this because now I will be able to show to you many things, and you can buy these yarns and make exactly the same gauge, and this is very good idea for me. So I bought some Stylecraft yarn. This is a Stylecraft Aran yarn which was on sale, 10 skeins together, and I use it to make too many things. I am making a very nice poncho cardigan with a very simple double crochet stitch, and I can show you the pieces. A lovely cardigan. This is one sleeve, and I think I'm going to call it something winter coat or Alaska, or I think New York cardigan, because it reminds me of New York always being cold. And I'm going to write down the pattern on my Etsy shop and on my blog, and it's going to be from a child's size till a very extra large, or 4 extra large, or for an adult. And I believe you are going to find it easy. It's really step by step, and yarn is really very nice and chunky and very light. And another great yarn is this, that I made a shrug in this light grey color, a great shrug, very easy to do, a rectangle piece. And this is I cannot find it. Oh, I have it here in my memo book. Well, it's a Stylecraft special, and it's called chunky yarn. It's also, I think it's an acrylic yarn, and I think you are going to find it really joy to work with this, and many more things. Oh my great, just a moment to show you my great Lion brand yarn, and it's a brand that I really see in many projects, and I'm really fond of it. It's Wool Ease yarn. I purchased 3 colors of this yarn, and for the moment I am experimenting in making a triangle shawl. Very easy to do, but I want to find this color repetition that will make the best result ever. But I love the colors. They are really forest colors. They are colors of the leaves in autumn, in the colors of the ground. So I call this shawl the Earth Shawl. I already found some names. I can show you more. I have bought also, just a moment, this marvelous Red Heart soft yarn. Red Heart is a brand I really admire also, and I saw too many projects. I see that you are using a lot Red Heart, so I had to have in my yarn stash all these brands, and many more I want to buy, but I make small steps as I'm not sponsored of any brand yarn, and I want to really take it easy. I just want to tell you that you can enter my blog, which I recently translated into English. It was a Greek blog made on Blogger, and now I have bought a domain name, so I turned it into a site and purchased a new template, but sometimes it doesn't work really good, and I just want to tell you to enter to www.marymarystories.com and tell me all about it. If you can enter properly, if you can see all my posts, I have approximately 7 English written tutorials on my patterns. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. Instagram was made long before I had this Mary Stories name, so my main name is my Mary.Gracia. This is my name in Greece, and above this you can see my logo, a sheep in a beautiful brown circle. This is my logo, the brown, let's say, sheep. This is Mary Stories. It's the same logo on Facebook. You can follow me there, and you can find there my page as Mary Stories with this sheep. And I also have made a group, but it's a Greek mostly group on Facebook, and it's called Mary Stories, and then some Greek words that mean knitting or crocheting. Thank you very much. I want you to know that every comment you leave makes me really happy. When I see these Gmails coming and telling me, oh, you have a new comment, I always go to read impatiently. Most of them are good, and it was a big question for me if I could make in English these video tutorials. And I have some more comments that tell me, oh, I cannot understand so well some points, or one of two are bad and 98% are good comments. So I intend to life to keep good things, and I always try to make bad things good, to turn them into good. So if it's a comment that really someone didn't get what I wanted to explain, even if I wanted to explain it very well, I don't stay there. I don't want to say that it was a bad comment, and I always answer. And I always make a question. What exactly didn't I say clearly? Please help me, and I will prove it. I always try to improve. I think nobody knows perfect what to do. And do know that I'm all alone making my videos. I wish I had my daughter's help. Christina is my daughter, and she wears on photos most of my garments or the cardigans, and Victoria is my son's future wife, let's say, and she's wearing all my garments. So I have two models, and I always wait impatiently to find them in a good mood and say, let's go now to the garden and shoot some photos. And I have always my garments in my living room. If you see, my living room is a little bit of a mess. I always shoot my videos in my bedroom, because it's the most quiet room in the house, and I can turn off my door, shut my door, and make it quiet, because everyone is shopping here in home, and phone rings and all this, and so bedroom is the perfect room for me. But living room is a place that a big space of the house, and no one really lives here, just my yarn stash. And I'm so happy, but I have always to clean and keep it tidy, and keep my boxes and my containers of yarn always clean, because they intend to get too many, I don't know the word, but I have to clean. This is what I know. Of course I have to clean the house, because along with us 2 dogs are living here, and it's a difficult thing: yarns, dogs and people. And among all these, I have to find time to crochet, to write my patterns. I thank you very much for buying my patterns on Etsy, which is a new shop. I had made a shop on Etsy years ago, but and then I wanted to sell my finished garments, but I had too much work and couldn't continue with this. So recently, 6 months ago, I decided to make this shop with my patterns, and in a video I am going to show you a full written pattern of me, and how I design it, how I make it. My previous life was all about designing clothes, and so I have all my patterns in papers. So this is my new cardigan based on these patterns. There were digital patterns even then, back in my past, but I had learned how to make my patterns in a paper and cut it, and then put it here and draw this onto the fabric and cut it. So I have kept all my patterns in this type of paper, and when I design a crochet cardigan, I always try to avoid all this shaping here, because it's something that it's not really necessary when we have a crochet garment. It intends to wrap our body and fit well, even if there isn't this armhole shaping or shoulder shaping. So the simplest the better, and I just follow this as measurements and as a guide for the length, for the width and all this. And I just want you to know that because of this previous experience of mine in designing clothes, too many type of clothes, from cardigans till pants till dresses, all this, I want to assure you that when I make something, it will really fit well. I try not to be so complicated, because I know most of you, even experienced crocheters, sometimes you want to make something really easy that will rest your mind, and I need this. So I'm trying to make simple, let's say, shapes. So this is a rectangle, and it is the back of the cardigan, and with some tiny pieces of new color, or some easy things to do on a cardigan. You can make it really nice, and there is no real need to make very complicated things. I think I talked a lot. I just want to thank you very much. I hope we pass together during next winter and communicate. I want you to tell me what you are thinking, what you want to see, what sort of garments you want to crochet. Mostly I make cardigans. I love them because it's something you can put on and go everywhere. And shrugs and blankets. These three is my central, let's say, effort. But whatever you want to see, you can tell me. I really want to thank you again and wish you a very, very pleasant winter. I wish you are well, you are happy, and you find all this joy in your yarn stash. Bye.